Alright, this is Instafire. I picked this up at Target. I want to say it was less than $5. It's a 1.75 ounce package. It can be used for starting campfires, fireplaces, cooking, charcoal, or emergencies. It says it burns up to 1,000 degrees. This particular package at 1.75 ounces will light up to 4 fires. See if we can get you closer on the brand name there. Alright. And then it's some kind of a granular material on the inside. It gives a picture there showing what it looks like. I'm not sure how visible that. There you go. This is something else we're going to take outside and we'll do some testing on it. Alright folks, this is going to be a multiple test video here. This is a stuff called Instafire fire starter. I picked it up at Target. I believe it was around $4.99, maybe $3.99. We're going to be using 2 different fire starters. We're going to use the Granules fire starter over here, and then I have my cold steel Bushman knife, and it came with a fire starter with a Ferro Rod. What I did do to this knife though was I went to my belt sander, and on this top edge it was painted all the way down. So on this top edge I went ahead and cut a 90-degree edge so that it will strike the Ferro Rod correctly, so I don't have to use the blade edge, which I don't like doing. So let's get this started and see how this stuff works. Alright. Let's get this stuff cut open and see what it looks like. So we've got some type of a granular material and what appears to be wood pellets, like you would use in a pellet stove. So these wood pellets and this granular material. Get you in closer so you can see what it looks like. So here's the granular material here, and then the wood. I'm assuming, like I said, wood pellets similar to what you would use in a wood stove. We're going to strike. I'm assuming that the package doesn't give a whole lot of details, but I'm assuming that the granular material is the flammable stuff. It smells very pine-like, so this could be some sort of maybe a processed pine sap or something like that. Let's see how quickly the Granules Ferro Rod will light it up. Oop. I had one little ember going on it and it went out. Oops. Well, it doesn't like to take ember too well from what I can see. I'm getting sparks right on it. The Granules puts out there we go. Got a little flame going. You can see that flame right there. Yep, she's burning. So it took a few strikes to get it on there, but I got it on there and it lit. And it's staying lit. I'm in the shade inside the edge of the tent, so I've got a little bit of wind block, but not from the front. But it appears to be burning fine. Wow. I just blew on it a little bit like you would do with tinder. I'm assuming if I throw a tinder bundle to it, it'll take off better. We can test that. We'll get some jute here. So we'll put a little bit of jute. Add a little bit of cotton. This is cotton that came out of a prescription bottle. We'll put that right in there. And we'll put a little bit of that on top of here. Seems like this granule is the stuff that's going to take the spark. Well, the cotton took it, and the jute took it a hell of a lot faster than the fire starter did. You can see that. Cotton and the jute took right off. Once the cotton and jute took off, the rest of it took off, is starting to burn good also. So now we'll test it with the fire starter that came with the Bushman knife. Now, I've never struck anything on this, so it's still black. So we'll go ahead and just scrape some of that paint off of it so that we can get a spark off of it. Never sparks really good when there's paint on it. Alright, let's see if we can get just the fire starter to light here. The Instafire. Getting a little bit of, oops, that's no good. Bring this back up here. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not entirely sold on this stuff. I'm sure it'll stay burning once you get it in there. Boy, it doesn't like to take a spark too well. But I'll bet, just like before, if I can get the spark on the cotton. Yep, one spark right on the cotton. Poof. Burning like you wouldn't believe. So I would say that from what I can tell with this stuff, your best bet for using it isn't for so much starting a fire, but for keeping a fire going. The Bushman impressed me. It took a little bit to get the sparks going off this rod. Just that few strikes. It's not a super hard rod because there's already quite a bit of wear marks right here. So I mean, I can already see a flat spot, so it's not a super hard rod, but it will do what it's supposed to do. It did not come with this cordage. I added the cordage because all it did was snap in there, and I didn't think it was very secure, so I added the cordage to help lock it down a little better. Just a little piece of elastic cord and a cord lock. Does a fine job. So there you go. I wouldn't exactly call it Instafire. But once it gets going, it does stay burning fairly well. But it was not windproof. I blew on it very lightly and it went out. So this seems to have some kind of a waxy material in it, along with what I'm assuming is pine. So like I said, the bag does have a very strong piney smell. But I would say your best bet is your jute and cotton. It took right off with both of those. So that's what I would use. Put a little bit of it down in your tinder bundle, and you'll probably be good to go with a longer burning fire. But as a standalone fire starter, I'm not sold. This pile already went out. The only thing that's smoldering actually is the cotton that was on the bottom of it. So, yep, not sold 100%. More cotton from the last one we'll throw on top. The bag claims pour Instafire into a pile, light rock part of pile of Instafire with a match or lighter. Place wood over flame, making certain not to smother fire. Lights wet wood, burns nearly 1,000 degrees, burns on snow, water, and ice. Non-volatile, no unexpected flare-ups, long burn time 10 to 15 minutes. Waterproof pouch, no harmful chemicals, safe to store near food. Instafire's leftover ash is a natural fertilizer, it nourishes the earth. So, there you go. Instafire fire starter. From what I can see, not exactly so instant, but it does burn. As you can see, it's still burning a little bit there, but I did have to add the cotton back to it. So in a large pile, as it says, it'll probably burn fine, but I'm not entirely sold. So there you go. Made in the USA in Riverdale, Utah. But like I said, it appears to has a very strong piney smell. So it's probably a pine derivative of some sort. Alright, this is Dan, Hardwood Hollow Skills channel. I'm out.